Hello, this is Erin Sum with Erin Sum Confidence Coaching, and I have Bev Adamo with me today. I'm super excited to have you, Bev. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm super excited to be here.
So, Bev, I wanted to have you on today because you were at my vision board workshop in July of this year, just a few short months ago, and lots of stuff has shifted for you in that time. And I wanted to have you on and talk about what has shifted for you, what you've created, and where you were before the workshop. So, let's see. Tell me a little bit about where you were before the vision board workshop. You came, you wanted to support me. You thought, I love making vision boards. I want to support Erin, see what she's up to, because we've known each other for a while. And what were you up to? And what was life like before the vision board workshop?
Well, I was in this place of listening. So I was kind of in between things. I knew things were changing in my life and I wasn't sure how. And then when I saw that you were offering this amazing vision board workshop, and I know what a master facilitator you are. So that, I definitely wanted to support you. And at the same time, I thought, I know there's going to be something for me. And I have to tell you, I was a little bit about, what are you doing a vision board workshop in July? That's usually like first of the year type of thing. And then it occurred to me, well, jeepers, vision boards are so powerful that, within 6 months, usually everything's popped up and manifested anyway. So what a great idea to have it in July, do it twice a year. That's awesome. So I love that. And I was also in the process, I burned out a lot of limiting beliefs, and I've been doing that most of my life, but right now it was just really very concentrated. So I thought, but yet that wasn't part of it. I didn't get that gem until the end of the workshop, because originally I was there to support you, and vision boards are fun.
And you had an idea of what you wanted to put on your vision board when you got there? Or did that?
I had no idea what was going on the vision board. I came in and said, okay, whatever appeals to me. And I love, love, love that you gave me permission to look at, first of all, to let go of words and have it all be visual, pictures. And then also to not only look at things like, ooh, I want that, but to look at the pictures and the visuals for, I don't know what that is, and yet I'm attracted to it, because that to me allows me to put something on my board that can bring in, I don't even know what, something even greater that I can't see. So that was super exciting. And that's something that you brought into the workshop, and I just love that. It's awesome.
Yeah. So for those of you watching who aren't quite sure what we're talking about, during the workshop, I teach how to create a really powerful vision board. So sometimes what people do will just put a ton of words on their vision board, and words aren't as powerful to the mind and to manifesting as pictures are. So I tell everyone, pick out pictures that really resonate with you and call to you. Not just like, oh, that looks nice, I'll put that on there. I want to take a vacation, and that's a picture of a vacation, so I'll slap that on there. But something that's really makes you excited. And so sometimes we pick out pictures and go, I don't know why I'm putting this on my vision board, but I really love this picture. It really lights me up and makes me excited. And so we grab that picture and we put it on there. So Bev had picked out some pictures that she's like, I don't really know why this is going on my board, but we're going to put it on there anyways.
And it adds the element of surprise and fun, because I know there are things that are coming into my life that are a result of this, and some of them is like, oh, maybe that's what it is. And I may never make the connection between what went on my board and the amazing miracles that come into my life, and I know the connection's there, because there are certain things here that are very tangible, and they have definitely come into my life in the last 6 months. Exciting. Even though I knew I wanted them, I didn't think that they would come into my life so quickly, and they just boom, they're there. So very excited about that.
Yeah. So, tell us a little bit about the limiting beliefs piece. Because I know that you came into the workshop and you wanted to make your board, and I started talking about, sometimes the things that get in our way of creating what we want in our lives through our vision boards and other things is our limiting beliefs and our gremlins and that mind trash that tells us we're not good enough and we can't do it and don't dream too big, right? So tell us a little bit what shifted for you during the workshop.
Well, I am a mature, wise woman, and one of the things that I have been consistently, at least a little while, is this thing about, I'm too old for this, or I'm too, especially the too old piece of it. And although I knew that was there a little bit, and every once in a while I would confront that gremlin head on, I didn't realize how strong it was until I started putting some things that were, really in my heart. The two things that have recently come to me so incredibly. And I mean, you really gave me and everybody there permission to dream big and to bring things in. And so at the end, I knew I had to get up, and I was compelled to state that, I'm done with that too old stuff. Intellectually and all of that, I get my timelessness, and yet there was still something that was hanging out there. And really, this workshop allowed me to come face to face with that and to let it go, because that's the other thing, Erin, with the workshops that you do, they're so supportive because of the other people that are there. It's one thing about doing something like this at the house, but to get together and have all that incredible support, amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, I love it too, because we all get to share what's going on and what we're creating. So everyone gets to share their board at the end and talk to me individually and with the group about what's going on with them and what they want to create and what's hanging out, like you said, in the back of your mind that you might not realize. And we get to break through some of those things. And so you broke through that I'm too old mindset, limiting belief during the workshop. And I remember you got up and you got emotional then too. And you're like, I'm not too old. I'm going to do this. I can do this stuff. And so, okay, so now tell us about what you created that was on your board and what you were just telling me about a few minutes ago before we got on.
Well, two of the things that I knew for sure that I was too old, done, past dreams, let it go, were around being visible, and especially photography and modeling, because that's something that I did. And I love to model. I love photo shoots. I love being in the atmosphere, and as a result of saying, I'm not too old and this is my dream, what happened is I drew into my life this amazing woman photographer she's like known around the world, and she was invited to photograph the Dalai Lama 15 times, and she's worked with the Kennedys, all these different. So this is like wow. And oh my God, so I'm going to be doing, she's going to be doing my headshots. It's like, what? Really? Wow. And
that's like unbelievable. So mind-blowing. That's so amazing.
I know. It's like poof, that little emoji, poof, my mind's blown. And the other thing is around music, because I've been always so much around. I've written tons of songs. I go between I can sing, I can't sing, I can sing, I can't sing. And I drew into my life these amazing real musicians. Oh my God, they're like world-class musicians and recording artists. And I'm working with them. And by next March, it's like, how did that happen? By next March, I will have 2 to 5 of my songs recorded and ready for the world to see and hear. So I'm so excited.
So amazing. I love it. And those were some of the things that were on your vision board.
Exactly. And the things that I was really hesitant to put in there, because you and the atmosphere just invited me to, go for it. I put them on there, and lo and behold, boom, they're here. It's like, OMG. Wow.
Oh my gosh. So amazing, Bev. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. It's just amazing. And you're not the only one who's created just amazing things. And every time I hear a new story, I'm like, oh my God, that's just, it's incredible, the things that have been created through creating these vision boards through my vision board workshops. Laura Van is saying hello.
Hi, Laura. Hi, Laura. Hi, Laura. Great to see you. So, Erin, you were telling me a little bit about this one story. Can you share that? Because I thought it was awesome, off the chart.
Yeah. So the other day I reached out to some people who had been at my vision board workshops throughout the year, and one woman emailed me back that had been in my workshop in January of this year, And she said, oh my gosh, she said, during the workshop, I felt really frustrated because she was trying to have this really big vision, but she couldn't figure out how to do it, right? We have these, when we want to dream big, we go, what? I can't figure out how to do that. So I don't really see how it's going to happen, right? So we can get really frustrated sometimes trying to figure out the how. But the cool thing about the vision boards is you don't need to know the how. It's that
yes, exactly.
you put your big dreams up there, and then all of a sudden things just happen. And like, I mean, the photographer from that photographed the Dalai Lama, that's
I know,
incredible.
Right? What are the odds? I love it, love it, love it.
I know. And so this woman writes me back and she says, you know, during the class, I was like trying to figure out how am I going to do this? And I was just kind of frustrated. And she says, three of the things that I really wanted to do was to travel the world, to use my degrees that I got from college, so I wasn't using them at the time, and to do more photography, that she was really passionate about photography. And she said, and now I'm living in China. She was living in Sacramento before. She's living in China less than a year later. She's teaching children English in China, little kindergartners, and she's able to do her photography as well. Just incredible. God. I mean, and you know, she didn't need to know the how. It just fell into place. So just incredible the way things work out when you create that vision board and you get out of your own way too, you know.
Amen to that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's exactly what you did. So thank you. Oh my gosh, you're amazing.
You're welcome. Well, thank you for sharing. It's so, I really appreciate you being willing to come on and share with me as well, and everyone watching, all the things that you've created. And I know that you're going to create so much more. You've got some more things up your sleeve that you're creating. Maybe we'll get on in another few months and give an update.
That would be awesome. Would love to do that.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to tell us, Bev, before we wrap up?
Well, if you've never done a vision board before, doing a vision board with you, Erin, is exceptional because you create such a safe place to be who you are and more. So if you've never done it before, oh my God, Erin, you're the one to do it with. If you've done vision boards before, and me, you know, that totally millions, not quite, but you know, quite a few. Even if you've done them before, having that experience with you, it just was really, it was a level up from anything that I've ever done as far as doing vision boards. So even if you're a newbie, novice, or you've been doing it forever, your workshops are transformative and amazing, and oh my gosh, so much fun.
Thank you. Thank you, Bev. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And everyone, we are having another vision board workshop coming up January 13th. Make sure you get your tickets now. They're $60 right now through this month, and they're going up to $97 January 1st. So if you want to get your ticket, make sure you get it now. It's almost sold out already, so make sure to do that. You can go to erinsum.com/vision board. And I'm also putting together an online virtual vision board workshop. So you can be on the other side of the world, like China, and you can create your vision board with me virtually in our virtual workshop. So that's being put together as we speak. So that information will come out super soon if you're far away and can't make it to Sacramento for the January 13th. Super exciting.
Yes.
Yay. Awesome. Well, thank you again so much, Bev, for being here. Appreciate it. And I'm so excited for you, for all that you've created and all that is coming still.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.